just since this quarantine has started with all of these wonderful online classes. So super excited you guys are joining me for a 30-minute workout this morning. I'm gonna have to take my mat from Mr. Ziggs here in a second. But hope your bodies are all feeling amazing. So excited to start to get ready to start moving. Remember, check the link in my bio. I'm doing donation-based classes. So find the link in my bio. You can either support me through my products or also use my PayPal link as well. No matter how big or small, 1 to 20, whatever you can do is awesome. I greatly appreciate you guys being here with me. So let's go ahead and get started on that note. Yeah. Who's ready to get nice and warm this morning? I got my inspirational purple yoga pants on. So we're just gonna start standing like normal, right? And I just want you to just kind of move your hips side to side. Just warming up those hips, focusing on your breath. And also just feel how your feet feel as we go from side to side. Focusing on the breath, and let's inhale and exhale. Good, inhale and exhale. Good, inhale, deep exhale, and let's lunge down and come back up. Lunge to the side and come back up. Lunge side and back up. Getting our bodies nice and warm and invigorated this wonderful Friday morning, right? What can you find beautiful in today? What can you find gratitude for today? Maybe it's just taking time to move, right? Just taking this 30-minute workout for yourself. Good, deepening into that breath. Let's do one more time to each side. And then we'll come back through center. So as you come through center, stay nice and wide with those feet. Let's open your arms out to a T, and we're just gonna circle those arms. Mobilizing through that shoulder socket. Feel the length in your arms, and almost feel like if someone was to try to press your arm down, they couldn't. You have so much strength in that arm, they can't press it down. Little circles. Good. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse it. Go the opposite way. Deep inhale, full exhale. See, without even holding weights, you can feel a lot of work in your body. You don't always need to add weight. Our body weight is plenty for some movement. Let's do 3 more. 2, 1, and bring those arms down to your side. So parallel, sit bone distance apart. Let's lift the heels, reach the arms back. Hands go forward, feet come down, toes lift up. Good, toes down, lift your heels. Heels lower, toes lift, that's hard. Good, so lift your heels, focus on the breath. Lower the heels, lift the toes. Heels lift, arms go back. Heels lower, toes lift, arms go up. And breathe. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Let's do that 2 more times. Just warming up everything. And then on your next one, we'll go ahead and hold those hands down at your side. Hold those heels lifted if you can, and let's pump those arms back. Inhale through your nose, and deep exhale. Find your focal point. It'll make it a little bit easier not to fall over. Good. We're just going to stay up with our heels for 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep pumping those arms, but let's lower into a squat and then stand straight back up. So our standing, moving 100s a day. Inhale and deep exhale. Good. Inhale. Find length in your body and deep exhale. Good. Warmer already. Let's do that 2 more times. And breathe. Good. And 1 more. Let's hold those, hold that squat, hold the arms back, and we're just gonna pulse the arms back, and pulse, and pulse. So as you do this, think about opening up through your chest, through your collarbone. Find the length in the arms, like the pinky fingers wanna reach away from your body for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then stand all the way back up. So we're gonna do some standing core work. Open the arms to a T to start, and let's glue those legs together like one. So we're gonna take their right leg lifted up, bring it back down, and then left leg. You don't have to go this high, and if you need to, go grab a chair really quick so you have something to hold on to. But you could be barely lifting that foot off the floor. But if you feel good, see if you can take that leg so it's about parallel with your hip. Lift and lower. Good, nice. Lift and lower. Switch. Good. Alternate right to left. Let's do 1 more time to each side. And you can always stay here marching, or let's hold one leg up. Hands behind the head. Shoulders away from those ears. Twist and rotate the torso towards your leg that's bent, and then rotate back through center. Twist and rotate towards your bent leg, and then twist to center. Like we're doing the standing crisscross. But think about keeping your lower body, your pelvis nice and square and stable, and twisting and rotating the torso. like you're wringing yourself out. Exhale, inhale, find length. Exhale, twist. Inhale to center and find length. Let's do 5 more on this side. Deepening into that breath. Good, whoops. And 4, reset if you need to, right? 3, good. And 2, and just 1 more, twist. Come back to center, set that foot down. Good, shake that out. Other leg lifts up, hands behind the head, grow tall through your torso, rotate towards your bent leg, twist back through center. Twist and rotate, and back to center. Think about bringing that opposite rib, opposite armpit to the opposite hip, almost like you have a sash across your abdomen. Exhale, twist, inhale, find length, and grow tall. Exhale, twist, inhale, find length, grow tall. 3 more. They feel amazing. We feel so good. Good. 3 more. And 2. And just 1 more time, and then we'll come back down and bring that leg down. So we're gonna come into a wide external stance. We're gonna lower into our wonderful squat here. Hands are gonna come to goalpost, and I'm just gonna laterally flex my spine side to side. So twist, grow tall, lean, grow tall. So imagine that your torso is stuck in a toaster. So if you lean forward or backwards, you're gonna get burnt by those coils, and no one wants to be that toasty this early. Good. Or this afternoon for my East Coasters. Good. So dropping that rib towards the hip, finding length on the opposite side. Let's do 1 more time to each side, and then we'll come back through center, open the arms to a T. So kind of like our standing saw here. I'm gonna twist and rotate, come to center, or our twist and rotate, center. Normally done seated on the mat, but this way we get a little work in the legs. If you can't go lower with the thighs, and breathe. Twist and center, and rotate and center. Feeling those thighs warm up already. 1 more time to each side, so we're even. And then we'll come back through the middle and feel like you're holding 2 cups of bowls here, and we're just gonna pulse up and up. But feel your arms nice and strong as we hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand all the way up, inch those feet back together. So standing parallel, so you're kind of facing your mat, sit bone distance apart. We're gonna fold at the hips, bend at the knees, so a little mini squat here. I'm gonna take 1 leg back and in. 1 leg back and in. Exhale, deep inhale. Exhale, so stay at this pace, or you can move it a little bit quicker in and out. So whatever feels good for you. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Get ready to hold it back on this next one. Hold that leg back and lift it up. Lift it up. Staying stable through that front leg. If you need to, straighten it a little bit more. Keep that core active. Focus on the breath. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg in. Other side. Step it back and in. Still in that squat. We haven't left it. Good. Step it back and in. Remember, stay here or pick up the pace. Move it in and out a little bit quicker. And 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and hold it back and lift it up. Lift it up from the butt cheek. Good. Hold stable through that front leg. Keeping the core active and breathing, right? So many things to think about. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg down. Hold that squat. Reach those hands so you get deep into that chair. And breathe. Let's pulse for 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way back up. Make sure you have your mat out in front of you. Let's nod the chin to the chest, roll your spine, and then round back up. So go about halfway down, bend the knees, and then move from the core and that lower spine to come back up. So feel that mobilization at your back. Let's do 2 more. And flow. Good. And 1 more. On this next one, we're going to go down to the mat and we're going to stay there. So I'm going to come down. I'm going to walk it out. Remember, if you need to, come to that all fours position that we've been talking about. Otherwise, full plank today. Bend the knees, walk in, and walk it back out. Good. Bend the knees, walk it in, and then walk it back out. So if you need to, keep doing that, but you could just be here on your hands and knees, lift the knees up and back down. Lift up and back down. So wherever you are today. Otherwise, walk it in, walk it back out. Walk it in, walk it back out. Let's do that 2 more times because it feels amazing. 1 more. And then hold your plank or hold your all fours position wherever you are today. Lift out of the armpits. Think about that lowest rib cage, lifting to the height of the hips. Feel free to stay here. Otherwise, tap the knees down and back up. Tap down and back up. You can do this in your all fours position as well. So go to where you are today for 5 and 4 and 3. Good. 2, and then hold it down. Little pulses up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2. Straighten those legs, and then come down the knees. Sit back into a little child's pose. Give yourself a nice stretch. Good. Let's go ahead and come forward. Let's lay on your side. Good. Feels so amazing already, right? So lengthen those legs out. Let's lift that top leg up, and we're just gonna draw small circles. So I flex my foot. I'm pulling my toes back towards my knee, reaching through my heel like my leg wants to pull away from my body. Good. Think about drawing this top hip away from the rib cage so you have space on your bottom side. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. Go the other way. Small circles. Nothing moves besides that femur, the leg bone within your hip socket. And I hope you guys are all feeling warm as well. I'm already toasty. I was cold right before I started, so this is wonderful. 3 more. 2, 1. Hold that leg lifted. Little pulses up. Little pulses. Little pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that leg lifted. Like a rainbow, I'm going to tap the leg in front of me. Rainbow arch, tap it behind me. Rainbow arch, tap it forward. There's your guys' beautiful rainbow today. Good. Up and over. Tap behind, tap front. Still working on keeping that length in your spine. So checking that that top hip is drawing away from the rib. As we do this, nothing's moving. Torso, pelvis, staying stable. Good. And hopefully that leg feels fabulous already. Mine does. 3 more. And 2. On this next one, we're gonna hold that leg lined up with your bottom leg. I'm gonna bend my knee. I'm gonna aim my heel towards the ceiling. I'm gonna kick it back and then bring my knee back in. So let's go ahead and you can bend that bottom knee in or keep it straight. Straight will be just a little bit more challenging. But think about kicking back behind you and then bring your knees together. Kick back behind you, knees together. Kick back and back down. Kick it back and down. Let's do 5 and 4. Whew. And 3. Feels amazing. 2 and 1 more. And then go ahead and bring it back in. So take that leg. You can just drop it in front of you like this. Or you can also have the knee bent and then grab your ankle. And so flex your bottom foot, lift it up and back down. Little inner thigh work. Yeah. So that bottom leg is lifting and lowering. Deepen into the breath. Inhale, deep exhale. Inhale, deep exhale. Good. Toes pulling toward your knee. Find a lengthened leg. Let's do 5 and 4, 3, 2. Let's hold it up and little pulses up. Little pulses up for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it, lift it, hold it, breathe, and pulse it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and pulse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring that leg back down. That felt amazing, right? So coming onto your form, I'm gonna take my top leg and place it in front of my bottom leg. Your top hand could be in front of you to help lift up into a side plank, or feel free to come back down if needed. But otherwise, we're gonna hold it up, press your palm down, take that top hand at the ceiling. I'm gonna lift my arm overhead as I rainbow arch my body, and then I'm gonna come back into my side plank. So I'm gonna reach up and over and come back in. You can always stay here, or even feel free just to bring those legs together and hold a mini side plank, and you can still do that rainbow arch from this position as well. So wherever you are today. Good. Up, lifting out of that bottom armpit, press that palm and forearm down as much as you can. Try to get that whole palm onto the mat. Good. And 5. Rainbow arch over. And 4. Nice. 3. Feeling that bottom side engage. 2. Use that bottom glute. And 1 more. And then come back down. And let's flip over to your bellies or your backs for a second. Not your belly, your back. And so we're going to bring those legs up into tabletop. Feel free to keep your head down. Otherwise, lift and hold into a crunch. Good. And I'm going to grab onto my right leg, reach my left leg out straight. I'm going to pulse it in for 2 and switch. Pulse, pulse, and switch. I'm trying to grab the outside of my ankle inside of my knee. So my hand on the outside grabs the ankle. Just don't pull on your knee joints. One more time to each side. And then take the hands behind the head, go to the crisscross, rotate and rotate. Ziggy likes that one. Good, opposite rib to opposite hip. Opposite rib, opposite hip. Good, keeping the pelvis stable. Remember, head can stay down. You could just be moving the legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, and one more time to each side. And then go ahead, bring those knees in, and let's do your other side body. So we're gonna lay on your side, opposite side, left for me right now. So I'm lifting out of my armpit, bottom rib is lifted up. I'm gonna take, actually I think we lay flat. I'm gonna take that top leg, I'm gonna lift it up, and we're gonna hold it up, flex the foot, reach the heel, small circle. So if I press into my toes on that bottom foot, it's gonna also help to stabilize and support me. Reach through your heel, so think about just that femur, which is your leg bone, circling within the hip socket. So we have stability of the pelvis, stability of the torso, just the leg is moving. And we're gonna keep that top hip reaching away from my ribs, so I have that length in my spine. 5 more, and 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse, go the opposite way. Deepen into that breath. Reach through your heel. Moving that femur, that leg bone within the hip socket, almost like your heel is the tip of a pencil. Nice, beautiful. 3 more, and 2, and 1. And then hold that leg stable. We're gonna do that wonderful rainbow arch. I'm gonna tap down in front of my leg, reach it up, rainbow arch over, tap back behind my leg. So forward and back, forward and back. Moving from my hip, working to still maintain that length within my spine. It's not easy. And breathe. Feeling that glute warm up. Whew. This one's warming up a little bit quicker for me. Deepen into the inhale. Deepen into the exhale. Feels so fabulous. Good. Taking your time. Feeling that work in the glute and your side for 5. And 4. 3. 2. And 1 more, go ahead, hold that leg up. We're gonna bend that knee in towards your bottom knee, so my heel is reaching up. You can always bend this bottom knee in. You're gonna kick that leg back and bring it back down. Kick it back, reach to the heel, and bring it back in. Kick it back, and bring it back in. Kick, reach back, engage that glute. Focus on the breath, exhale, and inhale. Deepen that exhale, fuller, longer inhale. They feel amazing, right? When they're done, they feel even more amazing. So just remember that. Our glutes need to be strong, especially if you've been doing sitting. We want to sit. We don't want to sit all the time. We want to strengthen the glute after sitting. 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Bring it back in. So that top leg can just bend in front of you, or you can grab onto your ankle. The bottom leg, we're gonna flex that foot so the toe pulls towards your knee. I'm gonna lift that bottom leg up and down. Lift up with the inner thigh and down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Exhale and inhale. Deepen that exhale. Almost feel like your bottom leg is reaching away from you. So find that length in your leg as it lifts. Focusing on the breath. Beautiful. Good. Feeling the inner thigh engaged. Core is still active, right? So we have the hip bones hugging in towards each other, belly button drawing back to the spine. That's just helping us to activate our transverse ab, which is that deepest layer of musculature in the abdomen. 5 more. And 4. 3, get ready for that fun part 2. And let's hold it up and little pulses up, little pulses. Keeping that foot flexed so the toes are pulling back towards your knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, hold it up, hold it up, and pulse it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it up, and pulse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring that leg down. Lengthen that leg out. We're gonna prop ourselves up on our forearm now, so that top leg can come in front. Remember, you can always do this with your knees bent and just lift into that modified side plank. Otherwise, we're gonna come up And if you're really feeling up to it, if you did it on the other side, you could do straight arm. So hand to the ceiling, we're gonna rainbow arch over, lifting your hips up higher, and then come back to our side plank. Rainbow arch, reach over, and come back to our side plank. Rainbow arch, reach over, deepen that exhale, and full inhale. Exhale, lift out of the armpit. Feel that bottom glute, that bottom hip engage as well to help get those hips up, focusing on that breath. Good, beautiful, for 5. And 4, 3, and 2, and 1 more, and then go ahead and lower back down. Nice. So as you lower back down, let's roll over onto our backs once again. Oh, we get to lay down now, right? Kind of. So feet planted firmly on the mat. I'm about the width of my hips here. Shoulders drawing away from my ears, lifting my butt up and back down. So flat back bridge lift and lower. Flat back, engage the glutes, resist as you lower down. So glutes activate and then I release them. They activate and then I release. 5, 4, 3, weight on the shoulders, lengthen your neck. 2, and let's hold it up. Now let's articulate. Dropping from my sternum, articulate down bone by bone, mobilizing each vertebra. And then moving from the pelvis, tuck the pelvis back and articulate up. And then back down. So as you do this, think about trying to mobilize through each bone of the spine, but also feel like your thighs want to pull away from you. And then feel like your heels want to pull in. That way we feel more of the back of the thigh activate. And you feel the front of the thigh kind of open here at the top. Mobilizing through the spine. Let's do 2 more. Taking your time, focusing on the breath. And on this next one, we'll go ahead and we're going to articulate up and hold it up. And let's go to marching. So keep those hips lifted. I'm going to take one leg up, bring it down, and then other. You can always just stay here with both feet on the mat, or even just barely take that foot off the mat. So wherever you are today, pressing the palms down, activate through your arms. Good. Let's do 1 more time to each side. And then once we're even, I'm gonna hold one leg lifted. So hold it up, get those hips up a little bit higher. So stay here or move from the hip socket, open and close. Open to the side and back in. So as I open to the side, I'm keeping my other inner thigh active, so my other leg is not moving. It's staying stable in the same spot. But you should feel the inner thigh work as that leg comes away from your body. Nice. Holding those hips up for 5 more. And 4. Feel those obliques engage. 3, 2, 1 more time to the side, hold it up, and then just lift those hips up for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, and switch sides. Opposite leg comes up, open and close. And as you can see, my other leg is not moving. I'm using the inner thigh to help counteract this leg going away from me. Good. As that leg goes away, don't make it so big to where your hips drop. So keep those hips lifted. Nice. And 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more time, open, come back in, and pulse those hips up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that foot down, and then peel down through your spine. Good. So a little piriformis stretch, cross one leg over, grab that under part of your thigh on the other leg. Aim this knee towards that wall, but try to get both butt cheeks on the mat and just find this beautiful piriformis stretch. Good. And then switching sides. Aiming the knee towards the wall. We're going to get both hips flat on that mat as much as you can. Stretching that piriformis, that gets tight from sitting as well. Good. And then go ahead and take that foot down. And then you're going to stretch one leg up to the ceiling, grab the back of your thigh, and then point and flex that foot. Point and flex. 2 more. And then hold that foot flexed. So hold the toes pointing toward your knee. Make sure your hips are Put on the mat, you have equal length in your torso. I'm gonna keep this other leg bent. I'm gonna take my hands to my side and I'm gonna circle that leg. So circling that femur within the hip socket. Core is working to help prevent the torso from moving. 2 more. And then reverse, go the opposite direction. So we're gonna find that length in the thigh. Good, 3 more. And 2. And 1. And then hold that leg lifted. Walk yourself up if you can. Feel free to keep the head down if you need to. Other leg goes out long. Pulse it in for 2 and switch. Pulse, pulse, and switch. Exhale, exhale, inhale, switch. Exhale, exhale, inhale, switch. Exhale, exhale, inhale, switch. Keeping your crease at your chest line. Abs drawing down. Shoulders away from those ears. 1 more time to each side. And then I'm going to end with my opposite leg to the ceiling, take my opposite foot to the floor, walk myself back down, point and flex, moving at the ankle joint. Good. And then hold the foot flex today, so reach through your heel, hands back to your side. Remember, lengthen the torso, draw the hips away from the ribs. Stable pelvis as we circle the leg. Almost like your heel, once again, is the tip of a pencil, and you're circling on the ceiling. 3 more. 2. And 1, and then we'll reverse, go the opposite way. Focusing on that breath. 3 more. 2, and 1, and then go ahead and take that leg back down, lengthen it back on the mat. So hands are gonna reach overhead back behind us. So if you need to for a more modified variation though, keep your knees bent and you'll walk yourself up your thighs. So nod the chin to the chest, find your crunch. So I'm creased at my chest line. I'm gonna press my legs and my hips down to help me come all the way up, seated up nice and tall. And again, feel free to stay here and walk yourself down your thighs, but otherwise, rolling down bone by bone, thighs reaching away from me, hands come overhead. Exhale, chin to the chest. Take your time as you roll yourself up. Let's add a spine stretch forward. Come back to upright. Articulate your spine down, reach the hands overhead. Remember, find that crunch, press the hips and the legs down to help you come up. Find length in your body as you fold forward and breathe. Of course, right? Don't forget that breath. Deepen in to your inhale. Maybe exhale as you come up. That's gonna be a little nicer. Good. And let's do 1 more like this. Spine stretch forward, coming back to upright. Good. And then so we're gonna flip over, we're gonna come onto our hands and our knees into a nice all fours position. Good, and we're just gonna round like a Halloween cat. And then extend, open up the chest, looking out in front of you. So round, mobilizing through the spine. Extend, open up the chest, open up your heart. And then round, and breathe. And 2 more, mobilizing our spine. And 1 more time rounding. 1 more time, extend it out. Good. And let's come into kind of a nice neutral. So lift those ribs up to the height of your hips. Let's take opposite limb, opposite limb. So right hand, left leg, and then left hand, right leg. Good. Just 1 more time to each side. And then we're gonna hold your right hand out, hold your left leg out, knee to elbow, and reach. Knee to elbow, and reach. Knee to elbow, and reach. Staying on that same side for 5. And 4, find the length as you reach out. 4, trying to stay lifted out of the armpits. 3, 2, and 1 more. And then bring those limbs back in. Let's do that to the other side. So find that length, lift the ribs up, and then knee to elbow, and reach. Knee to elbow, and reach. Focusing on that breath. Good, staying lifted out of this armpit, draw the shoulder away from the ear. Let's do 5 more. And 4. Engage that core to bring everything in. 2 more. And 1. Reach it out, bring it back in. And then let's come into a plank if you can, or stay in that all fours position. As slow as you can, lower your body to the mat. Good. Hands at your side, neck is long. Watch a marble roll in front of you, lift into your extension about halfway up, And then use the back of the armpits to help lower you down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, back down. Inhale, lift and lengthen like you're watching a marble roll out in front of you. Watch it roll back below you. That way, our neck stays nice and long. Good. Engaging the back muscles and the back of the armpits. Let's do 2 more. And then we'll hold about halfway up. Feel the abs and the ribs drop. And we're going to press up and down with the arms. So almost like we're doing a push-up. So feel the back muscles, back of the armpits engaged for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we're going to hold it about halfway up. As our torso lowers, lift your legs. Legs lower, torso lifts. Like a modified rocking here. Butt cheeks and thighs activate to help lift the legs. And just 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Bring the legs down, press up. Let's come into a child's pose. Reach your butt back to your heels. Open those legs, stretch your arms forward. Breathing into your back. Inhale. Deep exhale. Holding here for just a few more breaths. Inhale. Breathing into the back muscles. Deep exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly bring yourself to upright. Let's just come seated. Cross those legs in front of you. Take your left hand, reach it overhead. Side bend. Think about that hip reaching to the floor. Deep inhale. Other side. Hopefully you guys all feel invigorated and awesome from today's workout. Coming back to center. Feeling gratitude for our bodies. Taking some time just to move them today and every day, whether you go for a brisk, 10 to 30, 40-minute walk, whatever it might be, getting your workout in, even 10 to 15 minutes or 30 minutes like you're finding here is just a great way to add movement into your day. And this is a full body workout, so you got a little bit of everything. And again, thank you guys for coming. Jessica and Pilates. You can also find more information by clicking the links in my bio. Again, donation-based classes, so any support is appreciated. I want to keep offering this service to you guys. I know everyone's kind of in a different circumstance, whether you're working or not. So this is kind of just Karma Pilates for everyone. And again, thank you again for joining. If you were able to, you could also just, snapshot a picture of today's live. Feel free to replay it too. If you missed it, you'll have a whole nother 24 hours to watch it. So if you need to work out early in the morning, just check out the live early in the morning. You'll be able to do it with me. But snapshot, send, tag me in your pictures. If you do share it with your friends, I greatly appreciate it. And look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. So we'll be back Saturday at 9:30 a.m. for another workout. And also next week. So again, Monday, Wednesday,